Alright. So today we are going to be working on this iPhone 11 broken screen. As you can tell, the screen's cracked like all up in there. See if we can get the light to reflect. You can see how it's cracked. Simple fix, just buy a new screen. Bought a big old beefy case to put on it too. So, I already unscrewed the bottom screws next to the, see these two little holes right next to the charger. All you do, get the screen up. Make sure you watch out for the riser cables, ribbon cables. I call them riser cables, but ribbon cables. Just pry up, little slip, pop it up. Grab your little wedge. Oh, well, I guess I didn't need that. Okay, wedge her in there. Nice and carefully, just go around the edge. Because this has an aftermarket adhesive that wasn't applied right. Oh. Whoever worked on this phone before me, at least, didn't do it right. Supposed to heat it up. You stay in there. Let's start from the top. Okay, maybe they did apply it right, because this is a kind of a pain. Well, no, because that bottom half didn't feel right. It came off way too easy. Not to mention, this is being done cold. Word of advice also, whenever you are working on phones like this, you should let the battery die or get drained down really low before you work on it to help prevent any damage to any of the components, both as in like short circuiting and also to help prevent fire, just in case. Okay, and I think it should just, yeah. So now I just need to pry up the top. Don't ever just try and lift it up, because you got on the iPhone 11, you've got the ribbon cables on the right side of the phone. So that's why I suggest opening the left side first, then working to the right. Now, all we gotta do is get in between the top and just pull it forward. Don't try and force it, or else you risk ruining the ribbon cables. Just nice and gentle. You're not in no rush. Gosh, this phone is dirty. Well, there's definitely adhesive. Yeah, and she's open. Okay. Oh yeah, this is definitely, this is an aftermarket screen. Is it? Yeah, it's an aftermarket screen. So this has been fixed before. Okay. We got tri-tip, Y screw head, whatever you want to call it. By the way, by no means am I a professional. I'm not certified to work on this kind of stuff, but I can, so I will. Save me a little bit of money on repairs. Saves my family money on repairs. Everyone's happy. I need to get a new toolkit. I lost my iFixit kit, except for like some of the stuff like this and the tweezers. But I really need to buy a new one because I missed the screwdriver. What the fuck? Is this not magnetic? Make sure to keep your screws organized. Don't just throw them on your table or desk, because you will lose your screws. I learned that the hard way. Take this puppy right here. Actually, no, we do not take metal to this. We take plastic, because we don't want to short circuit it. So we just take this puppy right here, and we just go through the corner. Pop that bad boy off. But we don't need that one popped off. We need these popped off. There's the first one. There's the second one. And come on. Don't be difficult. Got it. So normally I would undo the battery, but since before I can do the battery, I always have to remove this, otherwise I can't take this off and remove the battery. Since I'm going to be working with this stuff last anyways, and this is all I'm going to be dealing with, I'm not going to worry about unplugging it. I would suggest you do, but I know, just so you don't risk ruining nothing, but since you're not me, and I don't want you guys thinking that you guys can do it and just everything be jolly, I'd suggest not doing that, because you do run the risk of ruining your stuff, which is why I know that I run the risk, so, and I'm okay with that risk. So, again, fixing stuff like this, you run the risk of ruining all of it anyways. We'll just set this off to the side. Got the old screen. Let's get out of this new screen. But let me actually remove these components first. So I believe this still uses the Y head. Yeah, those use the Y head. Oh, and this is missing screws too. That's not fun. Is that a flathead? But yeah, this is missing some screws. Now that is a Phillips. Oh, that's a Y. That's a Y tip again. Oh, and there's no adhesive either, so it just came right off. And no clip. Weird. This would be nice if this one came with. Oh wait, these newer screens, you don't have to remove that. That's helpful. So now that we got this off, that contains our UV sensor, little speakerphone, Face ID, all sorts of jazz. So out with the old and in with the new. Okay, if I can if I can open it. And this kit comes with a warranty, adhesive. Always get one that has adhesive, because if you don't, you're going to, you're not going to have that water protection, and I really suggest getting that water protection. So, because if you drop your phone in water, it's going to ruin everything. We got a screen protector, I think. This looks like a screen protector. Why is it so flimsy? This just feels like a layer of plastic. It's just plastic. I'm going to put it on just so I can see it. This is definitely going to be easy to scratch. Not good. I have a screen protector, so I won't actually be using that on this phone. I don't think that would actually protect it. But here's what we need. Actually, I think that might be an original part. Yeah, that's an Apple original part. Well, at any rate, let's get to work. It's so dirty. And since this one is actually missing a screw, I'm actually going to... Where's my screw drawer? I think that is my screw drawer. That is the wrong screw drawer. That's spare parts. Why do I have a motherboard? Well, someone tampered with my stuff, so I don't have the spare screw. It's okay though, because it's not all that important of a screw. But I'm not too happy about that. Next up, you just screw everything back into place. Oh, this one actually came with an extra screw, so... Fortunately, it does not fit. Yippee, next step. Put the bitch back in. Actually, no, that is not the next step. Next step is adhesive. So we just gotta think about what way this goes on. It goes on like that. Oh, that's what that came off of. That had me worried for a sec. That came off the old screen. And then before we actually close her up, I'm going to plug her in and just make sure that the screen works. As you can see, screen in fact works. So we'll close her up. We start with the top. Just get slotted into that, because there's a little groove, so you always start with the top, then the sides, then the bottom, and you can just crunch it in there. me show you what's wrong with this screen. Just because I'm not going to actually use this, I'm going to put it over the protectant, that weird seal. Yeah, I just want you to look at this. I know I didn't put it on right because I'm not trying to, but you can see it's just has hella air bubbles. It doesn't even cover. There's like a lot of the screen that's just not covered. It's just overall. Not that good. Very bad. Luckily for us, we've got actual screen protectors. Which, I put my fingerprint on that one. Oh shoot, this actually comes with new back glass too, for the cameras. I'm actually going to apply that if I have time. Alright, we start off with the wet wipe. Then the dry. Look at that. That just came on like nothing. swipe the edges. Alright, that's that. I'm gonna probably replace this glass